welcome. Let me see if I can turn off some of the comments. Turn off commenting. Alright. Okay, we get started straight away. Welcome. I have, I say this every time, but I have a long plan for today, as always. So we just get straight into it. And it's going to be an all-level class, but I'm going to throw in some more challenging sequences and flows, but just do what you can and play around with how you feel. And we start by sitting down right onto our heels, and if this is uncomfortable, you can place something underneath your legs. Take the hands on the lap, close the eyes. Lift the shoulders up close to the ears, and then roll them back down. Taking a moment to stack your body in a vertical line from the hips to the ribs to the shoulders, all the way up to the top of the head. And imagine that there is a string that lifts you up and creates space between each vertebra. And at the same time, allow for the weight of your hips to really sink into your heels. The top of the feet firmly grounded into the mat, the shins as well. And scan your body for a moment for sensation. Especially if, like me, you just got off your chair, like your home office setup, and onto the mat. Use this moment of quiet, calm, just to check in and arrive. Leaving everything that was before this practice behind. And try not to think of what's going to happen next, but focus on the present moment. Becoming aware of sensations going on within your body, both of openness and tension. As you start to bring awareness to your breath. Slowing everything down just a little bit, becoming more mindful, more present. And see if you can match the length of inhale and exhale. As you become aware of the quality of your breath and how it flows within the body. As you slowly start to expand, every inhale you create space, you lengthen the spine, you push the ribs out. Pause at the top. Keep the space but soften into it as you exhale. Relax the shoulders, the heart center. Activate the belly a little bit and drop your sitting bones heavier. Inhaling length from the sitting bones to the top of the head and space across your ribs and belly. Exhale, keep the space but soften into it. Soften the shoulders, the heart center, ground onto your seat. Inhaling, bringing in new energy as you expand, create space. And exhale, almost deflating, pulling everything towards the midline as you let go of whatever doesn't serve you. And as you stay with the breath and with those sensations in your body and the quality of it, you can join the palms in front of the heart and start to set an intention for your practice this evening. Maybe for the rest of the day, maybe for the rest of the week. Anything that helps you to be present. is a good intention to set. And breathe it all in. And as you exhale, bow your head towards the heart, as if putting your brain and your heart in the same place. Slowly release the arms, blink your eyes open, and inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. The next time that you inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Send your hips to the left, lower the right hand towards the mat, and walk yourself away as you lean towards the right, feeling the stretch of the left side body, opening the ribs, and maybe look up. Staying here for a couple of steady, deep breaths, feeling the length from the hips to the armpits, armpits to fingers. Last two. And one. Inhale, reach everything up. Shift the hips to the other side, release the left hand and walk it away. Opening up through the chest, lengthening through the fingers. The ribs open, the gaze is up. And again, feel that length from hip to armpit, armpit to hand. Breathing into the space of the ribs. And inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, this time twist to your right, take your right hand behind your left hand onto your left knee, onto your right knee, sorry. Inhale. And exhale, look back as you pull the belly in and pull the ribs in. Inhale, look forward, reach the arms up. And exhale, twist it back. Left fingers behind your right hand, left knee. With every inhale, we lengthen the spine. And with every exhale, we twist a little deeper, activating the core, the ribs. Inhale, reach both arms up, come up. Exhale, cacti arms, elbows bent. I'm going to turn around for a moment. You can lift the hips up, open into your cactus. And slide the elbows back and down, interlock your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, release the hands, place them onto the mat. Tuck your toes under and move a little bit forwards and back, opening the soles of your feet. Do this a couple of times, especially if you've been sitting and not walking around much today. And then slowly lower the knees down, activate your belly and find your foundation, placing your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Pull the navel towards the spine as you square off the hips, stretch the left arm forward. We stay here for 5 breaths. I'm going to find some light here first. You can see me better. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, round the back. Inhale, open, lengthen and reach. Exhale, elbow to knee, round the back. Make yourself tiny. Again, inhale, open up. Exhale, elbow to knee, round the back. Inhale, open up, get a little higher this time. Bend the right leg, grab the foot with your hand. Inhale, lift the chest and kick the leg into the hand as you exhale. See if you can squeeze the inner thighs together, open the collarbone wide. Spread the toes, inhale, stay there. Exhale, keep the leg where it is, take your left hand down, and then exhale again, push the knee out and kick the foot. I'm going to turn around so you can see. Staying here for 3. Spread the toes and lift the leg. 2 and 1. Slowly lower the right foot down and then move a little bit to the right. Getting into the hip for a moment. your leg is straight. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, walk your arms forward. Forehead towards the mat. Chest melts down. Activate that right foot, pressing the right foot into the mat firmly. The belly stays in, the left shin is pressing down. And then slowly walk your hands back and sit back towards the left here. And again, inhale, reach yourself forward, open the chest. Exhale, walk your arms. Inhale, dropping the chest down, lengthen the spine. Exhale, move the arms back and sit towards the heel. Take your left hand outside of your left knee, lift the hips, lift the right arm up and over, lengthen the spine. Look up towards the ceiling, breathing into the ribs. Stay in here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch the arms. Exhale, right hand slides down, left arm reaches up. Lift up through the fingers, create lengthened space. And then slowly lower everything down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Lift the right leg up and then draw it back and around. Inhale up, out, kick it and down. And again up, back, around. Last one, inhale up, around, kick it. Leave it there and pulse for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach the right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Step that right foot forward between your hands. Gonna turn around one more time. It's a very short lunge here. Press the left foot into the mat and inhale, reach both arms up and over. Exhale, cock the arms. Open up through the chest, inhale. And exhale, twist to your right. Stay tall into your spine. Take your left hand onto your right knee, right hand back. And then push the right knee, into the left hand and look back. Stay in here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Inhale, look forward, reach the arms up. And exhale, sink into those hips. Dropping the hips down as you squeeze them towards one another. Lifting up through the chest and fingers. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, take your hands to the mat. Tuck your left toes under and step yourself back to downward facing dog. Bending one knee at a time, walk it out for a moment. Say yes and no with your head. Notice how you feel. I feel warm. And then from here, shift your body weight forward. Come into a high plank, rolling yourself. And exhale, lower the knees down. Don't touch them to the mat. And send your hips back. Again, body weight, reach it forward. Exhale, knees down, bum up, push back. One more, inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, knees down, bum up, and push back. Shift the body weight forward, coming into a plank. Stay here for 5 breaths. Finding a straight line from the head to the heels. For 3 more. Keep pushing the ground away with your hands. Squeeze the inner thighs. 2 more breaths. Index fingers active. And 1. Lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, slowly lower down. Again, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, slowly down. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the hands, lift the legs. Keep opening up through the chest, point your toes for 3, for 2, and 1. Hands under your shoulders, lift the chest, inhale. And exhale, sit yourself back, child's pose. Stretch the arms forward, hips to heels. And take a couple of breaths at the back of the body. Inflating with the inhale, creating space at the kidneys, the back of the ribs, the back of the shoulders. And exhale, soften everything down. Shift the body weight forward. Inhale, coming into your tabletop. Adjust your stance, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back this time. Belly to spine, right arm forward. Push the ground away, finding space from the heel to your fingers. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, round the back. Make yourself tiny. Inhale, reach you up and over. Exhale, round your back. Touch the elbow to the knee. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine, round the back. The next time that you inhale, get a little higher with your arm and your leg. Bend the left leg, grab your foot with your right hand. Kick the foot into your hand. Inhale. And exhale. Find a little bit of extra space. Keep squeezing the inner thighs. Open the collarbones. Spread your toes. Last 2. And last 1. Release the right hand. Keep the leg where it is. I'm going to turn around here. Open it to the side. And then kick it out. And release it down. Inhale. Open the chest. And exhale. Walk yourself forward. Forehead to the ground. Outer edge of the left foot presses down. The chest is open. Shoulders relaxed. Try to imagine that there's a little weight in the middle of the shoulder blades that allow for the chest to really drop down a bit more. Walk yourself slowly back and sit onto your right heel. And then inhale, walk yourself forward and stretch again. The next time you exhale, walk yourself back, sitting back. And then from here, reach the right hand outside of the right foot and reach the left arm up and over. Pressing the outer edge of the left foot into the mat, finding that length, that straight line from the foot to your fingers. From here, active inner thighs. Inhale, reach yourself all the way up. And exhale, slide it down. Open the chest. Send your fingers away from you. Stay in here for 3. For 2. And 1. Release the hands down underneath your shoulders. Lift that left leg up. Stretch it back. Oops. And around. And again up. Out. Back. And down. And need more space. Up, back, and around. Feeling the hip flexors up, and the glutes back, and around. Last one, up, back, and around. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back, and step your left foot forward. Try to have your stance a little small here so you can really lift up. Inhale, reach the arms. And exhale, come to a gentle, easy twist. The right hand onto your left knee, left hand onto your right thigh. And press the left knee against the hand as you look back. Belly to spine, chest open, shoulders together. From here, as you inhale, start to look forward and reach the arms up. And exhale, sink into the hips. Dropping the hips forward, open the heart up. Send your fingers up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes, downward facing dog. Walk it out for a moment. Bending one knee at a time. Say yes or no with your head if you need to. Pull the belly in, send your sitting bones up. And from here, lift the heels as high as you can as you inhale. And exhale, send the heels towards the mat. Inhale, heels high, belly to spine, bum lifts. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, heels high, start to roll yourself forward. Moving like a wave. Exhale, bend the knees, don't touch the mat, send your bum back. Downward dog. Again, inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, this time lower the knees to the mat. Send the bum high. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, chest and chin towards the mat. Slide yourself forward, roll the shoulders, baby cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Open the feet about mat width apart. And walk your hands back to meet the feet. Allow for the belly to really pull in towards the spine. Hang on to opposite elbows and release. You might want to shake it out as you keep shifting the body weight towards your toes and pressing the four corners of your feet into the mat. The head is super heavy, upper body soft, and slowly from here release the hands towards the mat. Walk your feet about mat width apart, hip width apart, and use your peace fingers to grab the big toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine and open the front body. You might want to bend your knees and exhale to fold. Belly still towards the spine. Every inhale, head towards the floor. And every exhale, belly to thighs. And again from here, inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, drop the bum back as if you were sitting on a chair that makes your legs bend 90 degrees and stretch the arms forward. An imaginary force is pulling your bum back. The opposite force is pulling your arms forward, finding length in the spine as you really squeeze the inner thighs. Inhaling here. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk your hands forward, coming to a short downward facing dog. This doesn't have to be the longest one yet. Take your right hand to your left ankle and twist. And then release it down, left hand, right ankle and twist. One more time each side. Right to left and twist. And again, left to right, twist, looking under the right armpit. From here, take both hands onto the mat. Send both heels heavily down. The belly pulls in towards the spine. And then take your right hand to your right ankle this time. And you might want to use your hand to ground your foot down. Squeeze the inner thighs energetically together. Keep that left hand pressing down strongly. And reach that left leg up as much as you can. Stay in for 2. And 1. Release the leg down. Take your right hand forward. Left hand onto your left ankle. Press it down. Squeeze the inner thighs. Use your core. Use your right hand. And slowly start to reach that right leg up. Activate, squeeze the inner thighs, and then slowly release it down. Lift the heels up, inhale. Bend the knees, look forward, and step or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come all the way up, arms up, palms together. And exhale, hands to the heart, release the arms down, close the eyes for a moment. The shoulders are back, the heart is lifted. And find the foundation in the soles of your feet. Maybe you need to start spreading the toes nice and wide. Find what happens at the legs, keeping them nice and strong there. And the next time that you inhale, use the power of the breath to reach the arms out to come up. They join at the top of the inhale. And exhale, fold forward, belly in, head drops. Inhale halfway, lengthen. And exhale, left leg steps back. Bending the front knee, lower the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms out to come up. Exhale, big circle, take your fingertips back to the mat. Straighten the back leg, inhale. And exhale, start moving a little forwards and back. Natural breath here, just getting into the right hip. From here, lower the back knee down. And inhale, straighten. Exhale, release. And inhale, straighten. One more, exhale, release. Inhale, straighten the back leg. Slowly release it down, straighten the right leg, toes towards the face. Bend, inhale, open. Exhale, straighten, toes towards the face, belly in, and again, bend. Last one, toes towards the face. Walk your hands slightly back. Activate your belly. Pull it in towards the spine and inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, lower it down. Walk your arms forward, point your toes forward. Feel the stretch at the front of your foot. And then bend the front knee, frame your foot, step yourself back, downward facing dog. Shift your body weight forward, come to a high plank. And slowly exhale, lower all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together, big toes touch. Lift the heels, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look towards your hands. And inhale, jump your feet outside of your hands, come into a squat. Taking your elbows inside of the knees, pressing the knees out as you pull them in at the same time. Finding that opposite strength from your ends, from your arms and your legs, to really get the hips to start to work. From here, round yourself a little bit. Take your hands onto the mat. Option one, just feel the weight of your hands onto the mat. And shift your body weight a little bit forward and back. Option two, maybe you start to lift one foot up and maybe the other. Option three, if you already have your Bakasana practice, come a little bit higher with your bum and maybe come up. We stay for 3, for 2, and 1. Release the feet down, straighten the legs, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees quite a lot. Allow for your head and your neck to be heavy, and roll yourself up. One vertebra at a time. Moving slow with breath, and when you do come up, roll the shoulders. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, belly in, head down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step your right leg back. Bend the right knee, inhale, reach the arms out to come up. Take a big circle and frame your front foot. Lift the back knee and start moving a little forward and back. The inner thighs pull towards one another, the outer hips as well. So really get into the inner left hip. And then lower the right knee down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift it up. One more, inhale, lower down. And lift it up. Release it down and then straighten the front leg, toes towards the face. Bend the knee, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, toes towards the face. Again, bend the knee, open the chest, inhale. Exhale, last one, toes towards the face, belly to spine. Walk your hands a little back, find a straight back. And from here, lift that left leg up. Slowly lower it down, point your toes and walk your arms forward. Feeling the stretch at the front of that left leg. And then from here, bend the front knee, frame your foot. Step yourself back, downward facing dog. Shift the body weight forward, inhale, come into a high plank. And exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, open up through the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the heels, inhale. Bend the knees, look towards your hands. And inhale, step or jump, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come all the way up, palms together, look at your thumbs. And exhale, release the arms. From here, if you haven't done that yet, take your feet together and squeeze the inner thighs. Sit back as much as you can. Take your fingertips onto the mat if you can reach for it. And inhale, reach the arms up. Open up through the chest and sit down from your bum. Inhaling there. Exhale, take your palms together in front of the heart, finding a little bit of extra space into the spine, and then hook your left hand left armpit, outside of your right knee, pressing your right hand into the left. Opening up through the chest, breathing into the spine. And then lower the gaze, look at your right foot, squeeze the legs, and lift the left foot up. Take a moment here, find balance. And then as slow as you can, step that left foot back. Coming into a full twist here. Opening up through the heart center. Staying for 3. For 2. Squeezing the inner thighs. And 1. Look down. Inhale, come up. And open the legs as you bend the right knee, warrior 2. Align the heel to the heel or the heel to the arch. Reach the right palm up, inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, back to center. This time, exhale, elbow to thigh, stretch the left arm forward. Big movement, inhale, back to reverse. Even bigger movement, exhale, all the way down. Hand inside of your right foot. Left arm reaches up. Sending your fingers high, open the chest. And connect the knee and the shoulder. The more your shoulder presses against the knee, the more the knee presses against the shoulder. Look down towards your right foot. Activate the legs as much as you can. Huge movement. Inhale, come up. Straighten the right leg. And exhale, Trikonasana. Right hand, right shin. Left arm reaches up. Creating length and space from the one hand to the other. Outer edge of the back foot presses down. And then slowly start to look down towards your right foot. Take your left hand to your left hip. Bend that right knee and take your right fingers outside of the foot and in front of it. Opening the hip, half moon. The top arm doesn't have to come up. If it does, nice. If it doesn't, also nice. Slowly square off the hips and take your left hand down. Reach the left foot up, inhale. And exhale, fold forward, standing split. Pull the belly towards the spine, relax your head and neck. And then from here, lift your chest up, inhale, lengthen the spine. Bend that right knee and lower the left foot down. Place it 45 degrees and inhale, reach the arms out to come up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, cactus arms, slide the elbows back, interlock your fingers behind your back and inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, both shoulders inside of your right foot, humble warrior. The right hip pulls back, the head and neck relax. Stay here for a moment, allowing the head to be really heavy. The left hip pulls forward slightly. And then from here, release both hands. Place them inside of your right foot and open the right foot to the side. Lower the back knee down, release the back foot, and then maybe move a little bit here. Finding the space at your right hip. And then turn your right foot out to the side. Activate it so that you're really pressing the edge into the mat. And then option one is to stay here, dropping the hips towards the floor. Option two, start to lower yourself down onto your elbows or forearms. If you have something to sink on, maybe a block or a bolster, you can use it as well. But stay for a moment here. Allowing for everything that we can to relax. Gravity is pulling the hips down. Our arms are just there as like a joints stacking situation for our shoulders to be supported here. The head can soften if you like. And then from here, very slowly start to walk your hands back. Lift up through the chest. Bend that left leg and take a big circle with your right arm. Maybe you just stay here and reach. Maybe you grab your foot. Inhale, open up through the chest. And exhale, heel to bum. Again, inhale, open up through the chest. And exhale, heel to bum. From here, release the foot down. Take both hands inside of the foot. Tuck your back toes under and start to walk your right shoulder under your right knee. As if your right knee was your backpack. Take your hands and align them here. Push the ground away and maybe lift that front foot up. This is your option one. Maybe lower down. If you want to go a little deeper, make sure that your leg is still your backpack. And then from here, you lift it all up. Pull the foot back and exhale, chaturanga. Maybe shift your body weight forward. And then jump yourself back. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing. Take 5 calming breaths. Maybe shake your hips, maybe shake your head. Finding space for your vertebrae to lengthen. Creating a little bit of extra, again, space, extra room from your hands all the way to your hips. And release from the hips to the heels. Lift the heels as much as you can. And exhale as you lower the heels down, breathe out through the mouth. Inhale, heels lift up. And exhale. Inhale, shift your body weight forward, come to a high plank. And exhale, lower the knees down, don't touch the mat yet. Inhale, open the chest. And then send your hips back. Downward dog. Again, lift the heels, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look towards your hands, and inhale, step or jump. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms together, look at your thumbs. And exhale, take your hands to the heart. Releasing the arms to the side. Lift up through the top of the head, ground into your feet. Finding that rebound energy from the soles of your feet. Pressing down into the earth, everything comes back up. Use that energy, use that strength. Squeeze the legs together, bend your knees. Maybe touch your fingers to the mat. Reach the arms up, open up through the chest, squeeze the legs. Exhale, hands to heart. Right elbow outside of your left knee, left palm presses into the right, open through the chest. Try to keep your knees in one line and maybe start to gaze down at your left foot. Ground into it as you use control to lift that right foot up. As slow as you can, step it all the way back. Twist. Pull the belly towards the spine, open up through the chest. And then from here, look down at your left foot. Inhale, open all the way up. And exhale, sink into your warrior two. Lift the left palm, inhale, reverse. Exhale, back to center. Take the forearm to the thigh, inhale, reach the right arm up and over. Exhale, stay there for a moment. Press the outer edge of the right foot firmly down. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach the fingers back. Exhale, big movement. Hand inside of your foot. Right arm reaches up. Activate the connection between your shoulder and the knee. Opening up through the heart center. And then slowly look down towards your left foot. Active legs, big movement. Inhale, come back. Straighten the front leg. And exhale, Trikonasana. Reaching the right arm up. Opening up through the chest. Lengthening the spine here. Sending the right fingers towards the ceiling. And then from here, look down at your left foot. Bend the front knee as you bend your right elbow and take your hand to the hip. Walk your fingers forward and out and open the hips to the side. Half moon. Option is to stay here. Option to reach the arm up. Active into that foot. And then from here, square off the hips. Take both hands into the mat. Lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold. Pulling the belly in, kicking the right foot up and back. Finding a little bit of extra length and space at the front of the body. And then bend that left leg and lower the right foot down about 45 degrees. Ground there. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhaling again, reaching the arms up, open the chest, warrior one. Exhale, cactus. Interlock your fingers behind your back. The weird way, if you remember. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forwards and down. See if you can have both shoulders inside of your left foot. Right hip facing forward. Relax your head and neck as you pull the belly in. From here, releasing both hands inside of your foot. And open the left foot to the side as you lower that right knee down. Maybe move a little bit here, side to side. And then ground the outside of your left foot. And take a moment to let your hips drop. Releasing and softening. And understanding if maybe you can get down a little deeper. Maybe not. You don't have to. See what works. Keep the chest nice and open. And allow for the arms to have very little tension going on. Just stacked joint to allow for the support of your shoulders so that the hips can really completely release. Slowly walk your hands back. Open up through the chest. Bend the right into your toes. And then maybe reach the left arm out to come up and back. If you can, grab your foot, kick it out, inhale. Exhale, heel to bum. One more time, kick it out, inhale. And exhale, heel to bum. From here, release the foot. Take both hands inside, tuck your back toes, straighten the back leg. And take your left shoulder under the left knee, as if your left leg was a backpack. Your hands are in line with one another. Option 1, straighten the arms, maybe lift the leg. Option 2, slide your foot back. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Option 3, lean forward, lift the leg. Maybe jump back. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing. Release everything, say yes and no with your head. And then from here, slowly start to shift your body weight forward, coming into a high plank. And then this time, take your feet to the right. Bend your knees, shift your hips back. Reach the left arm back. Inhale, open it all the way up. Take it down, back to center, downward dog. Shift it forward, high plank. Take your feet to the left, bend your knees, shift the hips, and then release the right arm, reach out, over and down, back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga all the way. Take your hands underneath your head. Allow for your toes to pull together, the heels drop out. Shake it out for a moment. Slowing down the breath, calming down the mind. Using this time to reset. I'm gonna add on a little bit of shoulder stretch. It's quite a deep one. Go where you can, do what feels nice. Stretch the right arm out and try to align the shoulder and your fingers. Left hand outside of your left side of the waist. Reach the left leg back and then turn to your right. Maybe take your left foot on the mat. Option 1 is just to stay here and breathe. Option 2, intensify, reaching that left arm up. And then you can take it down. And I like to put my hand under my waist. Breathing into the shoulders. Allowing for the chest to open up. If you're very flexi-bendy, if you have space, you might want to bend that right leg as well. But again, it's not a doctor's prescription, it's a very deep stretch. See what works for you. Keep breathing into it. And see if you can find a place to soften. From here, reach that right leg back, then the left as you roll yourself down onto the mat. Hands under your forehead, reset. Taking a couple of steady deep breaths here. It's a very deep movement, a very deep stretch. Stretching the left arm out, aligning your fingers with your shoulder. Take your right hand in front of you, right leg reaches up, and then turn around the other side. Placing your foot onto the mat. I like to have my head relaxed. And maybe you get deeper, reaching the right arm up, and keeping the shoulder open, turning it around. So I already feel in my body on this side a little bit more tense. So the bending of both legs might not just work so well. Just breathing into it. Do your best to find places where you can soften. And then slowly start to release and come back towards the center. Hands underneath your forehead. And this time you can open your feet a little wider. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take your hands outside of your shoulders, fingers on the mat, elbows up. And inhale, lift the chest off the mat, open up. And exhale, slowly lower down. Again, inhale, lift up through the chest, maybe lift the chin. And exhale, lower down. Last one here, inhale, lift up through the chest. And exhale, slowly lower down. Taking your forearms underneath your shoulders. Bend the right leg. And see if you can grab the right foot with your right hand. Kick it back into your hand to open the heart a little. Especially if you've been hunching on a computer, this might be a nice sensation in the chest. And then if you can stay here, if you want to go deeper, or if you want to stretch your quad as well, you can take the heel closer to your bum. If you have space, turn your fingers in the same direction as your toes and see if you can lift up through the chest. Activating your legs. If you want to go deeper, the left hand clamps down and you lift up a little more. It's not supposed to destroy your knee, so be gentle with it. Keep opening up through the heart center. And then slowly release the foot down. Shake it off for a moment. And then take it on to the other side. The right forearm helps you with balance. Grab your foot and first kick it back. Finding space at the chest and finding strength at the back and at the leg. Trying to keep some space at the lower back as well. If you want, you can stay where you are, activating. If not, get a little bit of extra stretch onto your quad. And if you have space to flip the grip, the fingers are facing in the same direction as the toes. Active into the legs, open into the collarbone. If you want to go deeper, straighten the front arm. Staying here for 3. 4, 2. Inner thighs gently squeeze. And 1. Slowly release everything down. Take your forehead onto your hands and shake it all off. Hands underneath your shoulders, roll yourself back, open the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog and walk it out. Bending one knee at a time, releasing a little bit at the low back. And the next time that you inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look towards your hand. And inhale, step or jump up, sit down. Stretch the legs out in front of you, get the fleshy bits out of the way. Pull the belly towards the spine, inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. You can grab the outsides of your feet, or you can grab the shins, or you can just rest here. If you want, you can bend the knees to reach for your legs. And finding your Paschimottanasana, your forward fold. The belly pulls in, the sitting bones are grounded. And you're directing your breath across your whole spine. Trying to keep a gentle softness between the shoulders and the ears. And in order to do so, rather than pulling, see if you can use your belly to get deeper into the pose. We stay for 2 more breaths here. There's some nice clouds outside and reflected in my room. And 1. Inhale, roll yourself up. Slow and steady. Bend the knees and roll yourself down onto your back. Bend your knees and get your heels as close as you can to your hands, pinky sides of your hands on the mat. Press the lower back into the mat, imprint your whole spine. And then from here, inner thighs squeeze together, big toes press down, lift the hips off the mat, coming into bridge. Option to stay here or interlock your fingers behind your back, walking your shoulders a little closer. Keep lifting up through the hips. And I like to breathe into my belly here. Slowly release the arms. Roll yourself down one vertebra at a time. Pause when you come down. Take a moment there. Option to do this again. Option to come into your full wheel. If you do come into your full wheel, your hands are next to your ears, your fingers pointing towards your feet. And then still you're using your legs. Inhale to lift yourself up. Staying here for as long as it serves you. Lifting up through the hips, squeezing the inner thighs. If you want, you can keep another couple of breaths. Or come down with me and roll yourself. And once you do come down, pull the knees in towards your heart and give yourself a little squeeze, rocking side to side onto your low back. From here, open the arms nice and wide. If you don't have space, cock them. And then drop the knees towards the right. Turn the head towards the left. And allow for the chest to open as you really ground through the shoulders. It doesn't matter how low your legs go. See if you can enjoy the release into the twist. Softening where you can. Distance between your knees and your arms. And that's going to intensify or release the twist in different sides of your back. Slowly come back to center. Align your spine to the middle of the mat. And then drop the knees to the other side. Gaze out towards your right. Keeping your shoulders grounded, your chest open. Finding softness, release. Breathing into the spine. And then slowly start to come back towards the center. Pull your knees in towards the heart. Take the hands to the outsides of your feet and pull the knees towards the armpits as you try to really ground the lower back. Maybe straighten one leg. Lower it down, maybe straighten the other. And lower down. Take your feet together and then lower them down. Having the soles of the feet touching, the knees out to the side, one hand to the heart and one to the belly. Take a moment to completely soften and relax. You can stay here for your final relaxation, your Shavasana. Or you can just open the arms and stretch the legs out. Our time is running out, so stay here for as long as you need, as you surrender to gravity and slow everything down.